All right. Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat, and I'm here for you 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to give you the keys to the door to open your happiness so you can feel as happy as I am. It's easy. You can do it. And today I have the leading expert on the law of attraction and one of the top 5 inspirational speakers in the world. Top 50, I'm sorry, inspirational speakers in the world. I've admired Mr. Vitale from a long time back. He's a globally famous author, marketing guru. He's been in movies, TV, radio, personality. He's a musician. That's good stuff. And has many best-selling books, including Money, Love, Speed, The Attraction Factor, and Anything is Possible. He's been on Larry King Live, CNN, CBS, CNBC, ABC, Fox, just about everywhere you can imagine. He's been featured in the New York Times. He was in one of my favorite movies, The Secret, where I first was experienced Joe and his teachings. He's a seeker and a learner. He's created the Miracles Coaching and Zero Limits Mastery programs to help people achieve their life's purpose. Joe is not only known as a thinker, but as a healer, clearing people's subconscious minds of limiting beliefs. Welcome to the show, Joe. How are you today?
Well, look where I'm at. I'm doing great. I'm positive. I'm hanging with you.
That's the only way to be.
Right. I love your message. I love your energy. I love what you're doing.
Thank you very much. Same goes for you. I've been inspired by you ever since I first saw The Secret and all the speakers on The Secret, and it stuck with me. I've watched that movie, I can't even tell you how many times, and I was hooked right from then. And then I started following all the people that were in it, and you were a person that really stuck out in my mind to me because you're always freaking smiling, just like me. And I wondered, as I dug into more about you and followed you and listened to you speaking, you speak so much from the heart. It's so natural for you, and you look like you clearly enjoy what you're doing. So my first question is a pretty global, easy question. What is your mission in life, and how do you want to be remembered on this planet?
Well, that's a big opening question. My mission is to inspire people to go for their dreams and to attain them. And if I can inspire them through my books or my music or my speaking or some of the movies I'm in or in some other way, shape, or form, then so be it. But I believe that's my life mission, to inspire people, to ignite the fire within them. And I'm doing it in whatever way feels passionate and immediate to me. When I want to write a book, I write a book. I came out with Money, Love, Speed, got excited, promoted it. 2 weeks later, I released The Art and Science of Results, all because I was excited. I released 15 albums, music albums, in about 7 years, 6 of them singer-songwriter albums. My drummer has the same name as me, Joe Vitale. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for Crosby, Stills, Nash. He's Joe Walsh's drummer and probably every rock and roller since the 1970s. And so, but I'm trying to do raising vibrations and putting smiles on faces, much like you've mentioned, with music as well. And I'm hoping when I appear in movies or in a podcast like this and people hear me or see me, I hope that in some way I elevate them, that I inspire them. So I'm here to inspire.
Well, you've inspired this guy a lot, and I know just by following you for so many years and seeing how many lives you've touched, you've inspired so many people. And like I said, it seems like it's almost like an adrenaline rush, like a drug, because when you feel that you're helping somebody else, and just from your experiences and how you feel and how you think, and you can convey that to somebody else, and it helps them, there's no money can't buy that feeling, right?
You're absolutely right. And you demonstrated, because I can tell that you're a guy that's already plugged in, but you're plugged in because you're doing what you love and you're doing what makes a difference. And I think that's the key for every single person. Everybody listening or watching this, they don't have to be authors. They don't have to be drummers. They don't have to do any of the things you and I are doing, but there's something for them to do. And what I'm encouraging people to do is look within themselves. In fact, at this point, as we're making this recording, there's a pandemic going on. People are being told to go to their room and stay in their room. And I actually think that's a good thing. We've all been globally sent to our room, which I think is a spiritual enforced meditation retreat. And here's our opportunity to go inside, literally, not just inside the house, but inside our bodies and our minds and our souls, to find out what makes us sing, what makes us alive, what makes us feel that juice of life. And for somebody like you, it might be doing this or playing the drums on stage. For somebody like me, it might be doing this or writing my next book or being on stage speaking. For somebody else, it might be making the greatest carrot cake cupcakes of all time. I don't know.
Right.
Right. But I think it's unique to each person, and each person just needs to tune within. It doesn't have to be so global that it's cure cancer or cure the virus. But if you can, please do so.
Right.
And if there's some other role, that's your role. That's your piece of the puzzle. That's your contribution to life. I'm making mine. You're making yours. People watching, listening, they can be making theirs.
Right. And I try to tell people that when I talk to them, I'll get letters from listeners, and they'll ask me that someone will say, I'm lost in life. I don't know what to do. And I just tell them, well, get quiet, get to your quiet place. Listen, what could you do all day long if money wasn't an option? What could you do to make you happy if you didn't have to worry about money? Find what that is and then do that. And, do it 100% and envision your happiness. Visualize your success, whether it's you want a fancy car, you want a great job, or you want a great relationship, or you want that awesome carrot cake, whatever it is that you love to do. And people seem to stifle what they love to do to try to go with society, I think, and try to go with what other people think they should do and what other people accept. And it's hard, since we were raised that way, to fit in from school to college. You're raised to fit into this certain mold. And it's the people that take all that knowledge and all that discipline and then use that to follow their dreams and their heart and actually give back. And I think, like you said, this pandemic is a blessing in disguise. I really do, because I've seen families get so close together. I've seen people be nice to each other. For people to actually realize that this can be used as a positive thing, and you're not stuck with your family. You get to be with your family all this time. And it's all in the perspective on how you look at it.
Well, I also see that this is an opportunity. I really understand when people are nervous about losing their jobs or the bills are still coming, but the money's not still coming. I understand. I was homeless for a while. I was in poverty for 10 years. And so I know what it's like to struggle and be desperate and uncertain and confused. But I also know the other side of it. I've been saying that there's two viruses going on right now. The first virus is the one the mainstream news won't shut up about, and that's the one that they're scaring us with. And I'm not dismissing that virus. I do say take care of your health, do what's been suggested for you to do, maintain that. But the other virus is worse than the first virus. The other virus is a virus of the mind, and that virus is fear. When we fall into fear and we really go into that negative, dark place where we get concerned, and maybe there is a rightful concern because we don't know what the next day is going to be. But we have to balance that with the reality of we never know what the next day is going to be.
Right.
We don't know what this afternoon is going to be. I don't know what the next minute is going to be. We honestly don't know. We can make bets, but boy, it could be a losing gamble there. So I look at this as a great opportunity for people to learn to work from home, to learn to create a product or service that they can deliver online. 100 years ago, when we had the last plague or virus that went around, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have the means of information exchange or communication that we do now. And it's amazing because all the times we said, boy, if I only had the time to do fill in the blank, well, we now have the time to do fill in the blank. And I tell people, this is the greatest opportunity for you. Go over to YouTube and type in how to, and whatever you wanted to learn, type it in. How to play the saxophone, how to bake carrot cake cookies, how to open my website online, how to create my first digital product, how to be an entrepreneur at home, how to, whatever it is, it's there and it's free. So I want people to lose the fear and move into faith. I want them to move into the place where, much like your shirt says, be positive. I love that phrase. I want one of your shirts. I think the whole idea of being positive, I have one that says expect miracles, and getting that out, plus behind me says be happy. On the other side, it says expect miracles. You're wearing be positive. This whole mindset is where we need to go because we have a choice. We can fall into fear which will cripple us. We won't do anything. We'll lower our immune system. We'll make ourselves sick or available to be sick. So we have a choice. We can go with fear or we can go with faith. Both of them are equally available to us. And faith feels so much better because there's hope there, there's empowerment there, there's possibility there, there's choice there, there's opportunity there. So I want people to go in that direction. And what I'm encouraging people to do right now is, again, look within. What have you always wanted to do? What would you do if money wasn't an object? What would you do if you weren't afraid? What would you do if you can get the skills or the connections or the education? Because you can probably do it now, right where you're sitting, or at least learn how to do it.